Alright, so now we are in Jahara. Let's save the game. We're gonna do a couple things. These are license points. Alright, that's done. This remedy thing real quick. Fran had the accessory last because I realized she didn't have it on before. She had a double experience amulet, which I didn't realize I even had. I feel like I'm wasting license points with like shields for Fran. Bone Crusher. Now finally, Pinello. You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, let's have her get her missed. Oh, she's only got 32 anyways. Alright, so then Fran, let's remove her golden amulet. Bosch gets the golden amulet now. Alright, Nello has that. You know, she should have kept that. Why would I use that? Alright. Nope, we're good on chocobos. There we go. Jahara. These guys. Who are you? This is Garifland, no place for children to play at games. They are wayfarers, they bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osmos plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains trouble them not at all. Ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief? Again? What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. That seems cool. This is your wish, War Chief. Then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. I have not made introductions. I am Supinalu. Pinelu? Oh. War Chief of this village. We Garif have many friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As War Chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the Nethsa. You must speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes and listen with your ears. Alright. Well, let's sow our loot. And let's hope we have a lot. Which, I mean, that's good. Seems like a bunch of junk. Five fiends down, 5. Kisses. Alright. Let's see if we can get the biggest upgrade here. I think I'm good on weapons. I'm gonna get that for Pinello. Hero for sure. Hero. I think I'm good for now. Then with our gambits. 26 magic. Can you believe that? Protected by the clear. I worry for Supinlu often goes to the plains all alive. The others surely wish to train with him. He is stubborn this way. The others, yes. On you go. Like, just tell me where I'm supposed to. Oh, okay, maybe it's this guy. They said the High Chief. Oh, what is this? More Humes come to visit us? A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you have come to our village to learn of the stones, the Nethicite. You Gareth have knowledge of this. Passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some has been lost in history's sands. I know nothing of the saints. You will speak to the great chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers all the tellings. Come cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers at the bridge, so I think it best to speak with War Chief Supinlu. Jesus! May I ask of you a favor? Give this to War Chief Supinlu from me. Jaya stick. There's no rush. When you next happen to meet him, you may give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. The High Chief has given this to me? I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face, so even the High Chief could not know. Then you must meet with the Great Chief. I would meet this Great Chief. Yes, it is true. The Great Chief may know something that would aid you, yet arranging an audience may be quite difficult. Jesus. I must learn about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your great chief that I am of the royal line of Damaska, direct descendant of Dynast King Wraithball. If the Gareth have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know the Nethicite the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. I've looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead. Cross this bridge. I got some treasures. Oh, a whopping 7 gil. This. Ah, that's a good one.
This Nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry.
Like when somebody shows up on Pawn Stars and they think they have like something worth like $50,000, and it turns out it's worth like $10.
It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Oh look, it's Larza.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Oh, what to do, what to do.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
Yeah. Not much to really say.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
Well, that's not shady.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
I swear, for a boy, Larsa, he's got like all the power, basically.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Sweet, and Larsa joins as a guest, so we always like when we have a fourth person. So you will leave. Take this as a token of our parting. A recurved crossbow, a quiver of onion bolts. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Mughal. She will not charge you for the first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Alright. That is it for me.